Lu here. You know, as much as I love Vocaloid, like, I genuinely love my dumb little hobby of singing robots, but there is a flaw within this group of other funky lads who love singing robots, and that's sometimes the fan base. That's why I thought it'd be interesting to do a video about the flaws of the Vocaloid community. Bit of a disclaimer that I'm not trying to act like a pompous jackass who thinks they're high and mighty. I'm just talking about frustrations and flaws within the Vocaloid community. I'm not naming names, and I'm not even saying it's anyone watching this. I'm just laying out what I'm sure many other Vocaloid fans deal with on a daily basis. Yes, I know a lot of this is just fandom culture in general, but these problems are certainly unique in the Vocaloid community. I get not liking certain music. No one is asking you to like the club vibes of Giga P or the manic energy of Masa, obviously. What isn't cool is to harass that producer or their fans for liking that music. Hell, even commenting that their music sucks is kind of fucking rude. Then again, this is YouTube, and I guess no one has the decency to hold their tongue or something. If you don't like that person's music, either move on or at least politely give some criticism about it. If you see a producer is famous for never tuning their songs, why don't you try giving very light and polite criticism by telling them that they should give it a try and maybe show some videos showing examples of tuning. Trust me, that helps a lot more than saying your ears are bleeding or that it wasn't real music. While on this topic, it's also shitty to harass a producer for writing a certain song. If someone wants to write a song venting out their trauma or mental health struggles the way millions of other artists have done before that producer, they should be allowed to. I'm sorry if this is problematic to say, but I see no harm in writing music or creating art to vent out your problems. If anything, that's extremely helpful because you're finally expressing how you feel, which goes on to later help you down the road regarding opening up and feeling better about asking for help. And it probably helps the people listening too, knowing they're not alone and that there's essentially a community here for them. Overall, it is extremely stupid to harass a producer because you don't like their music and even attacking their fans. Unless it is a producer known for immense harassment, pedo shit, or stuff with animals, then there is no reason to attack anybody. I don't mean people who want to bang Miku solely because you can legit do whatever you want with her. While Krypton says she is 16, that's not set in stone, that's just how they portray her. But Miku is quite literally a musical instrument, so you can envision her however you want. What I mean is Kai, Yuki, and Oliver in particular. Gotcha Boy too, but hardly anyone remembers him. The Scrappy Jew of Vocaloid, if you will. The amount of people in particular who either want to bang Oliver or want to draw him in red flag situations is concerning. If Kai, Yuki, and Oliver were voiced by adults, I wouldn't even be saying this because it falls under a Miku situation, but everyone needs to remember that actual children voice Oliver and Kai Yuki. Yes, I've seen some people say that they're not children anymore, and that may be true, they were children when they recorded their voice banks, so kinda gross, dude. That's like photoshopping really nasty pictures of a child star and going, well, they're an adult now. Yeah, that's not the point, and I'm pretty sure that's not how a court would approach it, dude. The fact remains that they were both children when they voiced these Vocaloids. On top of getting nasty about two characters voiced by actual children and are portrayed as children, there's also the ever-prevalent case of artists and fellow fans trying to groom children and send them explicit pictures, which is absolutely fucking disgusting. I have no fucking words to say to anyone who thinks it's cute to prey on innocent kids, like, except they should rot in prison and choke on a cactus, but, you know. There was one person in the community who knew about someone trying to groom minors and did nothing because they felt bad about standing up and confronting them. Never be like that person, guys. If you see someone saying really nasty shit to minors, or you know someone who is actively doing it, please speak the fuck up. It's never a good idea to stay quiet and complicit. That's how we get these problems circling around in the first place. Overall, this pedo shit in the Vocaloid community needs to stop because it's fucking disgusting. One thing I hate in any fandom is the elitist effect, where there's a group of people in a fandom who actively mock new users and get mad at people for trying to help them. This especially rings true for the Vocaloid fandom. From making fun of fans who are new, insulting people who don't like Vocaloid 5 because let's admit it, it's not that great compared to Synth 5, harassing artists for their headcanons and more, that kind of behavior is why the Vocaloid fandom has gotten smaller and smaller over the years. No one owns a fandom or can gatekeep it. Let people sit and draw, I don't know, a bald Hatsune Miku without a shitty K-pop gift saying they should have drawn Luca or something. Which, by the way, the K-pop mentality is a personal irk for me in the community because it all comes across troll-like and passive-aggressive. I don't care about K-pop, but the passive-aggressive attitude towards newbies or normal people in the fandom is just fucking rude. Overall, this isn't Pokemon. We don't have an Elite Four for every fandom, and people need to knock it off acting like they're queens or rulers of the fandom. Let people enjoy things, damn it. Yeah, so apparently there's people in the Vocaloid community who genuinely go around spreading misinformation to newcomers. I once saw one account on Twitter refer to it as keeping the legend of Vocaloid alive. Not sure Vocaloid has reached legend status since you can still buy voice banks on Yamaha's website, which will be down below for anyone interested, by the way, but okay, I guess. There are some people from TikTok to my own fan server who genuinely know so little facts about Vocaloid that it's kinda weird that this fandom has been alive for over a decade, and apparently it's still that difficult to look up solid facts. From one person saying the engine is $700 to another saying the fan character Haku Yawane is getting a voice bank, it's genuinely shocking. How about instead of leaving false leads and fake information, we help the community grow better by giving proper resources and facts? This goes for YouTubers too. I've seen a lot of YouTubers get genuine facts wrong about Vocaloid. From simple mistakes of saying a song was made by the Vocaloid instead of crediting the producer, to saying the Vocaloids have a set age and personality. The fact that a lot of big YouTubers make these mistakes honestly makes the whole fandom so unbelievably messy to newcomers. Especially on TikTok too, oh my gosh. TikTok is already a cesspool for spreading misinformation like wildfire, but it's even worse there. From people thinking Yamaha is still selling the Vocaloid 2 engine to people just now finding out what certain Vocaloid songs are about. My gosh. Obviously, I love Vocaloid, and that will never change, nor will I stop talking about it or making videos about it, but the fandom can genuinely get tiring at times when you have behavior listed earlier in this video. I just can't believe it's 2022, and some people still want to act like everything I mentioned before. If you ask me, if we all treated each other with kindness and helping one another, then maybe the community outside of Hatsune Miku and Luca Megurine wouldn't sink faster than the Titanic on a speed run. Well, that's it for this video. Who knew singing robots could cause this much shit, right? This was one you guys wanted me to dive into for a while, and I didn't want to mention anyone to avoid further bullshit drama nobody needs in their lives, but I hope you all enjoyed this video anyway, and maybe learned something or open your eyes to something about the fandom. Let me know down below what you think. Hey guys, thanks for watching! If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you're new. If any of you would like to help support my channel in any possible way, my Ko-fi page is down below in the description, along with all of my social media. For any subscribers, new or old, who'd like to help with video ideas, or maybe just want to talk about anime or something, I have a fan server linked down below. See you next time!